Hello, Rick. Where have you been? Rick, you've been MIA. Hello to you. Glad to see you. Glad to see you in, Rick. Glad to see you in. Everyone, come on in. Right. Football game is almost over with. So glad to have Rick in one of my first live stream members coming in. So hello, Rick, to you. How's everything going? So glad to have you in. You all come in, right? It's 5 minutes of fame. TK Jam says, good evening, sending some love, sending some digital love. Thanks for coming in and saying hello, TK. From the West, is it West? Los Angeles, right? As we come in, you all come in, right? If you're new to my channel, I am known in the credit and financial world as the queen of credit because of the results that I help people get with their personal credit, right? Shifting it from bad to good, from good to great, and then from great to cash flowing assets. So you all come on in. Let's get your money and your mind right. Okay, Rick said he moved from California to Oklahoma. Okay, Rick. So glad that you all are coming in. Hello, Lee. Glad you're in the credit and cash flow room. As you all are coming in and speaking, make sure that you hit that like button, right? Hit that thumbs up button. Twins Inc., thank you so much for all I love that. Yeah, I'm trying to drop some gems today and love those emojis. Thank you so much. 3 G's. Flo Clark, hello. From New Orleans, from NOLA is in the house. And Twins Inc. is representing the ATL, representing Atlanta. ATL is in the house, right? We got Twins Inc. from ATL. And who else do we have in? I can't pronounce that. Jones. La Amar Jones. So again, you are on YouTube, hit the thumbs up and share this on your YouTube channel. Hey, great news, you all. Finally hit that 20,000 subscribers today, right? A little bit, I think it's 20,003 people. So you all drop some emojis, right? Drop some emojis, whether it's just the happy emojis or the clapping hand emojis. And you still need to get your credit in place, right? I'm going to tell you in this live stream what debts you need to be focused on paying off. But I'm also going to share with you what debts, in my humble opinion, not giving financial advice, in my humble opinion, what debts do I think you should not be so concerned with paying off? What should be your priorities, right? So come in, let's notify everyone that I'm live and hit the like button. Hello, Nidra Thomas. Hello, Nidra, for coming to Credit and Cash Flow Room. Okay, Rick said he's back home. Wow, that's much better, Rick. As we approach 3, 2, 1, boom. Let's get into Rick and his conversation. Rick says that he found a house wow, 14,000. So I'm pretty sure that your expenses are way, way down than they normally was. Hello, Miss Pollard, right? From San Diego, California. I have a good friend from here, Mississippi, named that is Pollard as well. So hello, Tiffany Pollard from San Diego, California. You watched the entire Miles Monroe video, man. Wasn't that good? You love Credit Church, right? That was real good. If you all haven't watched that Miles Monroe upload video, you definitely need to get into that and watch that. It's discussing or teaching, right, God's plan for your wealth and your money, right? A lot of gems and information in that and knowledge in recognition of the great Miles Monroe, right? in the Great Miles Monroe. So let me finish giving these shout outs. Thank you so much, you all, for the emojis, and congratulations on the 20K subscribers, right? We got there a couple of days. We needed like 25 people, and 25 people came in within about 3 days and subscribed. And if you're watching, you haven't subscribed, I don't know exactly where it is, right? Maybe pointing the wrong way, but make sure you hit that subscribe button. And right next to subscribe, hit the bell notification button. We have Jesus in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. TK, thank you for congratulating me. What's going on, everyone? Let's get this party started, right? I'm going to share this video with you all real quick. Just want you to hear. And I'm going to also share some information on a big meeting tomorrow with the World Economic Reform. A big meeting tomorrow about where we are going economic-wise, or where this economy is going, and how technology and cryptocurrency is replacing paper currency, people. Paper currency. So just educating you and informing you, right? Also on the credit side, I haven't forgot about credit, right? Haven't forgot about credit. Want to inform you all on what debt that you should or should not be paying off at this time. Now, a lot of people may get all excited. You're suggesting we don't pay off any debts. No, that's not what I'm suggesting. Let me go ahead and make that. No, I go on my first man. I'm sharing this clip with you all. And then we will definitely get into what debts heading into the Great Reset, or what others are calling the Great Depression 2.0. What debt should you be paying off at this time? I came before you all last year and said now is not the time to pay off credit card debts, right? So has the information changed? Stay tuned all the way to the end. Going to prepare you financially for this Great Reset and the shifting of where this economy is headed for 2021. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, right?
People are saving dollars. You know how stupid that is? You have got to be an idiot to save dollars. They're printing it faster than you can even think about it.
My poor dad always said to me, go to school and get a high-paying job. That's not wealth. That's a job. And get fired, you know. And then my rich dad always says, work for assets. And then my rich dad always says, work for assets. So there's basically 4 asset classes that makes a person rich, and there's lots of more, the subheadings and all this. But number 1 is a business. The richest young guys today start companies. It's called Facebook, Google, Apple, stuff like that, you know.
A very important diagram my rich dad showed me when I was a little boy was a diagram known as a cash flow quadrant. And the quadrant is made up of the 4 different people who make up the world of business. So my rich dad said, in the world of business, there's E's, and E's stand for employees. An employee, he says, you can always tell who they are by their core values. And what they employee, whether the president or the janitor of the company, will always say the same words. The words are, I'm looking for a safe, secure job with benefits. That's what makes them an employee, because their core values are security. The other one of the 4 is the S, or the small business owner or the self-employed. And again, their core values will cause them to use the same words, which are, if you want it done right, do it by yourself. S means they're also solo. They're generally one person act, or operate by themselves. On the right side of the quadrant are the B's. And what Rich Dad said the B stood for was big business, or like Bill Gates. Forbes defines big business as 500 employees or more. And their words are different. They say, I'm looking for a good system, a good network, and the smartest people I know to help run my business. So they're unlike the S. They don't want to run the company by themselves. They want smart people to run their companies for them. And then the fourth of the quadrant is the I, and I stands for investor. These are people who have money work hard for them. These people are people who have people work hard for them. And these are the people that work hard for the rich. So early on in my life, it was my poor dad who always said to me, you know, Robert, go to school so you get a high-paying job. And so my poor dad's core value was to be an employee. He wanted job security, promotions, a steady paycheck, and all this. And so it was my rich dad who said to me, he says, you know, Robert, if you really want to be rich, learn to build businesses. It made more sense to him to work hard to build a business, something you own and something you'd pass on for generation to generation to your kids. Whereas my poor dad said, work hard. But my rich dad said, why would you work hard for something you'll never own and you can get fired from right away? Again, that was the difference in values. So my rich dad suggested I learn how to be a business owner and learn how to be an investor. And that's one of the big differences. On this side of the quadrant, these people here work for security. They work for money also. On this side over here, their key value that they want is they want freedom. They don't want to have to work at a job anymore. They don't want to have to work for the rest of their lives. So the beauty of building a business and learning how to invest is very simply that this is passive income. You work hard for a few years, but possibly for the rest of your life, income keeps flowing to you.
Wow. So income keeps flowing to you. How many people talk to you about having income, right, to flow to you? So I see some credit concerns. I got an old charge off at AT&T. Charge off definitely can be deleted off credit reports, right? So if you want a credit consultation, go to my website, www.fixmycreditandcash.com, and go to credit help. The consultation is $125 to analyze your credit and to give you a quote and the process of working with me to get that done. But definitely it can be deleted off of your credit report. But let me look at the consultation to see if it's even a need, right, to get it deleted. A lot of times what people think should be deleted really should not be. So let's get into shifting, right, to the low economy. Rick, same thing with you. Go to my website. I put it in the top corner right here, fixmycreditandcash.com. I'll walk you all through it real quick and have a special announcement to you, but go to fixmycreditandcash.com, right? Top of this website. Let me share it to you. And so you are, and walk you through the process. Go to credit help, right? And credit services book online, scroll all the way down, custom credit analysis, $125. Follow the next step to get your credit analysis. Now it's a $125 investment, $125 small investment. You submit payment by clicking on the link that will take you to the Cash App. However, the next step in this is when you go to Cash App, please include your name and email in the notes, right? Your name and email in the notes. And the next step after that is I only use this 3 tri-merge reporting, meaning Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. So you have to select this link. Also make sure that you have the premium membership, right? And then you email me your login information. My email address is also provided within this script, at ld@fixmycreditandcash.com. So you have about really 3 steps. Submit payment via Cash App. Include your name and email address in the notes after you submit payment. Then third step is to sign up. Click on the link with the smart credit system, and then email me your login information. Also, allow to 5 business days, right, to receive your results in the mail. Up to 5 business days. Also, we're going to talk about in the video clip, Robert Kiyosaki discussed home-based business. You can also find information on the home-based business on the website as well. Now, this is what I'm recommending people, and I'm going to show you all tomorrow. There is a big meeting scheduled, right, with the World Economic Forum, right? The World Economic Forum concerning the pathway or digital currencies. We already know, if you've been following me frequently or often on my live streams or my videos, that the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, January the 1st of this year, already wanted the incorporation of technology and digitalized dollar, better known as cryptocurrency, right? Most people know it known as Bitcoin. And this is the thing. A lot of times, some people that you may subscribe to or listen to will inform you not to invest in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not a good investment because it's volatile, meaning that the prices can skyrocket, right? It was at 40,000, valued at 40,000 US dollars about 2 weeks ago. Now it's at 32,000. Now, is it too late for Bitcoin? Well, if you have about $32,000 to invest in it, then maybe not, because the predictions for this year is 50,000 or higher, right? If you do not, there are other cryptocurrencies that's going to play a part in this reset, the great reset or digital dollars or digital cryptocurrency. So again, why was I informing people to get their credit in order? Initially, it was because of FICO 10, right? I was informing people that FICO 10 would be here. Many consumers' credit scores would drop, right? Just because of the new changes, the new algorithms. We have FICO 2, 3, and 4 usually used to get you approved for a mortgage. And then FICO scores 8 for a vehicle approval. And then you have your FICO 9 and sometimes 8 as well for credit card approval. Well, the new FICO 10 would and will affect Americans' credit scores. Either it will increase your credit scores, right, to maybe, for example, by 20 to 50 points or more. So if you have a 720, you can go up to a 740 or 45 if you meet within the profile of the algorithms. And what do I mean by the profile? Well, the algorithms want to now consolidate all of that reporting on your credit report. Or currently, what it does is it looks at your credit card debt, for example. And if you have a high amount of credit card debt, right, the lower your credit score is. If your credit cards or department store cards are almost maxed out, you will have a lower credit score, probably a 680 or lower, right? But if you have credit card or department store card debt and you're paying those balances and you're keeping it really low, like 30% of the credit limit. So if you have a $5,000 card, for example, and you keep that balance under $1,500, or less is always good, in my opinion, right? I highly recommend that people carry a zero balance or maybe just keep $1 on there so you won't get charged interest rates, right? And so, oh, I didn't see this. Someone says, Corey P, 6 stamps. Thank you. I just saw that comment. I missed that. You said Corey P played my video the other day. If you can, drop that in the link, because I definitely didn't see that. He is the king of credit, the godfather of credit. I have his books and reading about the conspiracy of credit. I don't know if I have it right in front of me. And just teaching, even in the conspiracy of credit that was written years ago, Corey P. Smith was discussing what I'm going to go into a few minutes about. Let me see if I about the digital dollar system and the change of shifting into cryptocurrency. So again, FICO 10 now will look at all of your debts more highly, right, than in the current system. Because to my knowledge, right, FICO 10 has not fully updated yet. Just the first phase of it has, which is the resilience score. And the resilience score pretty much just determines your income. And if you have an income threshold or an income capability to repay if you were to receive a loan or a credit card. So that's called the resilience score. They're looking at your job. They're looking at the likelihood of your job to last through this Great Depression, right? And then that will determine, right, if you are credit worthy or if they will issue you a loan or a credit card approval. So now, in times past, where people would carry high student loan debt, for example, it wouldn't penalize that much. Or high personal loan debt, also known as installment debts, it will not penalize that much. Now, all of your debt will be issued into, and you will be penalized more for just your overall debt that you're carrying, as well as fintech companies. And this is where cryptocurrency comes in, right? So let me talk to you all also. And this is why I tell people, get your credit together. Get your credit together. Let me go ahead and discuss about debts that you should be paying off right now, you need to pay off, and debts that you should not have much of concern about entering into a Great Depression. Now, I'm saying the Great Depression because it's compared to the Depression of the 1930s. In 2008, it was called a recession. Well, this is going to be worse than 2008 because 2008 was inclusive of or included the housing market crash, or people that had taken out loans on adjustable rate mortgages who could not afford them, who had bad credit, right? And when the rate shift changed, which they had to pay higher monthly payments, they didn't have the equity in most cases in the home or the income, right, to make those payments. A lot of housing market crash of 2008 were foreclosed upon, right? Well, this, right, this will include not only another housing market crash, not only in addition to high unemployment, we're also going to be dealing with inflation with the gas and groceries. You're already seeing it at the gas pump. You're already seeing it in your grocery bills, right? Higher prices on your everyday goods and services, right? Right, Lewis Lemons the third says, no, you're right. 2008 was never resolved, right? It was never resolved, just passed on to the next administration, right? Just passed on to the next administration. So it was never resolved. It just passed the buck on. And then they went from, I forgot what it's called. It's been such a while since I talked about credit, right? But they went from the Dodd-Frank Act, President Obama saying, well, now the banks will be responsible for issuing bad loans, and to calling it subprime loans, to, I forgot the name of it, but they still issue. It went from being called subprime loans to I forgot the other prime lending that the Dodd-Frank Act was supposed to hold banks accountable and not to consumers, to another type of prime type. And let me see if I can find it. And so it never solved the problem. You still had people that should not, right, that should not have got approved for homes and mortgages that were still after 2008 that's got approved, right? Lee says, I seen where Corey P. Smith shared your video. I messaged you the link. Okay, did you message me did you email it to me or did you message me? Lee, thank you so much. I definitely want to see that. I don't know if it was called, well, it is called predatory lender, but they changed the name from subprime to another type of prime, right? Type lending. So they just changed the name. The banks got a slap on the wrist, and people still qualified afterwards for loans that they should not be in a position to get. So these are the debts that you want to pay off. And if you can. Number one, anything that has adjustable rate mortgage. You have an adjustable rate mortgage because housing's market crash is coming. So you definitely want to pay that mortgage off. And if you have adjustable rate mortgage and any type of HELOC, right, or a second mortgage on your property, home equity line of credit, HELOCs and second mortgages are also adjustable rates. So when this really kicks in and the Great Depression comes in, those interest rates are going to skyrocket. And if you have any type of lien on your house or you got the equity out, right, then you're going to be upside down. Now, the second thing, if you have a fixed mortgage, then you're pretty good. If you have a fixed interest rate, then you are in good standing. So rushing out to pay a mortgage on a fixed interest rate may not be the best choice right now. It may not be the best choice or decision. Another thing another debt that you need to look into. Thank you so much. I got it. Conspiracy of Credit, written in 2013 on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is student loans, right? I know you're saying Joe Biden has extended student loan repayment, or you are maybe under the impression that you think that your student loan debt up to $10,000 may be forgiven. People, if the debt is forgiven, you're going to have to carry it over to your tax bracket. It's going to be then deemed as income, right, that you must file on your taxes, which then will put you in a higher tax bracket. And at the beginning of my live stream, I played the clip of Robert Kiyosaki, right? This is how to prepare now. This is how to prepare now for the Great Depression 2.0. I'm saying 2.0 because the first Great Depression was in the 1930s. You all definitely need to get on YouTube and watch their videos and watch those documentary of the Great Depression if you haven't, right? And so now that's going to be income tax to you. So if they didn't get you on the first end, they're definitely going to get you on the back end. There's no such thing as free lunch with the government. Now, Robert Kiyosaki, something that was very powerful that he stated in the video clip that I shared earlier, at the 6 minute mark, I think, is that Apple, right? I know he said Apple, Facebook, all of the businesses that he mentioned were technology businesses that you can work via technology. This is why I highly do not recommend anyone right now at this moment start a service-based business over the home-based business. Number one, because it's going to be more expensive. It's going to cost you more, a greater investment, right? To get up off the ground. You have to get your articles of incorporation or your LLC in place. That may not be inexpensive, depends on what state you live in. Rick and Jesus, I know Rick is no longer in California, but do you all know, for example, that if you want to file articles of corporation in California, how much that would be, right? So with the home-based business, you don't necessarily have to file an LLC, but that is an option if you want to, right? Depends on how much passive income that you make. Depends on how much passive income that you make. You can just make yourself a corporate citizen through the home-based business and be under the umbrella of the 475 tax deductions that the home-based business offer For no, it's higher than $75. It's Mississippi costs about $50, I think. So I know California is higher, or is it Texas that's higher for your articles of incorporation? And so just the $229 investment for the home-based business automatically shifts you as a corporate citizen, and you're no longer doing business under your social security number, but you're doing business under the EIN of the company, or if you want to create your own EIN, which is just employee identification number, right? I mean, employer identification number, right? $800, okay, that sounds better. I know it's not 75. 75 is definitely not right. I can Google it and definitely bring that up. Incorporation. California incorporation fees. And so, corporation filing tips. Okay, I see one that says $350. So I don't know. One is not saying 800, saying 350 at the least, right? However, my point is that it's more cost efficient and it's more technology driven. Number two, I highly recommend to people not to start a service-based business in a recession or depression. This is why. During those times, people do business with people that they trust and they have a history track record of doing great business. A lot of people, right, they are limited on funds or will be limited on funds, and it's more challenging to be a startup and get the trust of consumers during that time. Now, also, I recommend that you analyze the shifting, the change of the economy, because you may go out and want to start a service-based business, and that business may be becoming extinct or antiquated or done away with because of where we are headed, technology and crypto-wise in this economy. And many jobs, artificial intelligence jobs, will go to robots. Like, this is just a simple example. Why will most people hire someone to come in maybe and clean their home when they can just get an iRobot, for example, to come in and do much of the vacuuming and the dusting on the floor or the hardwood floors or laminate floors, right? So you have more robotic technology that's doing the work. So when you just go out on a limb and think that your service-based business will be accepted by society, you don't know, because we are entering a 21st century of cryptocurrency and technology. So you don't know if your service is a service-based business if you're basing off the needs of just 2 or 3 years ago or what the economy will demand, right? So the best time to start service-based businesses is actually after a crash, after the economy has collapsed. You had time to see how the economy has changed, how it's shifted, and now you can analyze what's the best move to make, unless you're doing something in the IT field or there's technology or inclusive of artificial intelligence, right? And so credit will be a combination of traditional credit, right, and fintech companies like Upstart and Affirm. That's why Walmart, let me see if I can pull that article up. Walmart, that used to have banks in them, now have adopted or is bringing in fintech company, right? This is where the credit and cash flow world is shifting to. And I'm not talking about next year, people. I'm talking about this year. I'm talking about soon, right? So you have Walmart and fintech startup, and they're launching a fintech company, one of the largest retail shopping, right? So here's the articles, what launching a fintech startup company means for Walmart. The big box retailers partnership with fintech investor Ribbit Capital signals as a shift from consumer spending to managing it, right? So people listen at the language shift. This economy is shifting. So its latest move to capitalize on spending is broad consumer or customer base. Walmart is expanding its offerings beyond the core business by building a fintech startup. So what you need to really start studying is fintech startup. This is how I got more involved in credit and crypto. Also, anything about decentralized banking, right? So Ribbit Capital is a company that includes Robinhood, a firm, and Credit Karma people. So Ribbit Capital also includes Credit Karma. So Walmart will own a majority of the startup, right? But it hasn't really given specific details yet about what this will happen. But it will also offer like categories of human health, anything in biometrics. Also in cryptocurrency will be taking off, right? And so tomorrow I got all into credit. Again, Minnesota says, let me read some of my comments. It will only be for a little while. You are helping people get ahead of the game. Thank you, Minnesota. Can't pronounce that. C-Stamp said I invested in a firm and it's doing very well. Good news. Oh, also, let me tell you all this. Stock market crash is coming. The stock market crash is coming and it's going to, let me tell you something, the economy. I just saw something that says Biden sign off on $90 billion corona testing for corona testing, right? People, this debt has to be paid from somebody and somewhere. A lot of people's 401ks and pensions are going to plummet, and that money is going to be shifted to help with the US debt. So again, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just really your prophetess who's trying to help you profit. PROFIT. And it's 21st century. The stock market is going to be bad. Banks are already closing. Banks are already doing bank runs. They're already preparing that a lot of mortgages won't be repaid. Credit card debt won't be repaid. Banks are transitioning to cryptocurrency and digital dollars as well. Now, no, Bill Gates and Donald Trump's not going to pay it. And let me share this article with you about the World Economic. This is happening tomorrow, people. This event is, okay, Lee, I have it. Thank you so much. So you text it to me. Right. This is happening tomorrow. Let me read this. Two things that I do recommend that you all begin to study is the IMF, right, and World Economic Reform. So this meeting, again, is happening, scheduled for tomorrow. I don't know if I will definitely be able to air it. The time is 1800, 1900 Central European time. That's military time, but this is Central European time. So this is stating that COVID-19 has, let me see how big this is showing. Oh, I'm not sharing the screen. Let me share the screen. So make it a little bigger for you. This is stating World Economic Reform is hosting this. I already told you all the International Monetary Fund. I already said January the 1st want to start the implementation of digital wallets, or not really start the implementation, but expand it, right? Expand it. So this meeting is scheduled date January 25th, 2021. COVID-19 has accelerated the long-term shift from cash. Meanwhile, central bank digital currencies are emerging, potentially transforming. This is going to be worldwide. We're going to be in a new world order, a one world economy and union and doing this. That's why China already has the digital yuan, right? Will transform. I said shift first time, now transform how people use money worldwide. What politics, practices, and partnerships are needed to leverage the opportunity posed by the rise of digital currencies. This session is associated with the following projects and initiatives of World Economic Reform, again, digital currency, governance, right, consortium, and re-imaging regulation. Re-imaging regulation, a lot of people think that has something to do with XRP. And if you know anything about cryptocurrency, XRP on a lot of the a lot of the exchanges like Coinbase, Crypto.com became delisted, meaning not available to purchase, right? People held on to their XRP. So re-imaging regulation, will XRP be used to connect our banks so that the banks can start issuing digital currencies and not cash? We will see. It says the first part of this session will be offered to the public online. So I'm going to share this link with you all if you're available to join in. If not, I will definitely try to do an update. And this is why I came out with my ebook on cryptocurrency. So you can understand that if you have cash and there is cryptocurrency that you can purchase with a credit card, right? And I put this all in the book. I also put in my ebook, and I'm going to share the website with you all, but I also put in the ebook the different platforms that I purchased from, and even the platform in which you can purchase from with your credit card. So let me see, will this website come up for me? Not working for me. And so that's the debt. The debt, if you have anything adjustable rate, you definitely want to pay that off. Now I know you might be asking, well, Queen, why were you suggesting or recommending, right, that people not pay their credit card debts off? Because you could have, right, put your money in cryptocurrency if you had excess money. A lot of people with bad credit don't have excess or extra money to even invest with, because your bad credit causes you to pay more to the banks, right? To pay more to the banks And now all of the extra money and reserves that you would have is going to the interest because you have higher finance loans and or credit cards. So Bitcoin today is remaining steady. It brought a 1.7% return. Ethereum off the chain, the smart contract. I have someone on Facebook. I want to reach out. Well, he reached out to me, and I'm glad he did. I would love to have him on as a guest to speak more about Ethereum to you all. He's an Ethereum millionaire, and it's expected that Ethereum, right? They're saying if you can get in at Ethereum at the price that you see now at 1,400, which it reached its record high last week, right? You can get in now, as they are recommending at 1,400, that by February the 10th or between February 10th or Valentine's Day, right, that this will be even higher, right? That this will be even higher. So Ethereum, then I mentioned XRP is no longer available to purchase. A lot of people held in. XRP is for the people and other altcoins, people. And what are altcoins, right? Ethereum's cryptocurrency set new all-time high above 1450. So Ethereum set that all-time high today. So also I said biometrics. You need to study biometrics. Another thing you need to study is decentralized. So this is the website in which you can invest in the queen of crypto, right? The queen of crypto report. And I took it off of my main website of fixmycreditandcash.com. And I just put it on this website. So you can have it as a digital download. So it's up and ready. I really decided to, I was contemplating of changing the price from $35 to $50, but I decided to keep it at $35, right? I just kept it at 35. I didn't change it or increase the price to 50. So what's included in the book tells the story of what's wrong with money today, the history of money. A lot of people don't know that from 1950, for example, from 1950 to 1971, there was a change or economic reset in the currency system then, right? You've been following me. I explained how President Nixon removed the dollar off of the gold standard and the dollar became dead, right? And so you can go here. It's 30 pages. It has what altcoins that's in my personal portfolio and an explanation of why and links of where you can purchase. So you should be able to just click on add to cart. And once payment is submitted, that should be downloadable for you. So again, this is the Queen of Coins Cash to Crypto report. The website again is Cash on Crypto. That's crypto with a K. Just like kryptonite of Superman, right? How to put your cash on kryptonite. So that's crypto with the K. CashOnCrypto.com. So CashOnCrypto.com. That should be downloadable for you, right? They are Poe or Pooh. And my real estate club, we were warned about February or March of 2021. Yes, it will. I'm telling people, this is happening. Like this meeting is tomorrow. It's been in the works, but they just estimated that 250 million people will be shifted into poverty in the United States. 250 million. So he said, real estate club, we warned February and March, there will be thousands and thousands of mortgages in default, and that investors be ready to buy up. And this is the thing. Now, not that the banks won't have the money to lend, but it's going to be somewhat of a credit crisis because people that can take opportunity, right, of these assets being on sale, they won't even have the credit to do so. King says, yes, look, I wish I would have got in on that when it was 52 cents. And just October, I do have it now in my portfolio. I've done well today off of it because the rate of return average, it was one of the top earns today at 16.82%. Right, I've more than double, but I got in really too late on that. I mean, I really wish I would have got in and stacked up at 52 cents. Right, and so this is what people need to get in. There are still some very ground opportunities to get in with some good cryptocurrencies that's going to be used in this transfer. That's either under $1, still for cents, like Aave is right now. You still have some that's still pennies on the dollars. You still have some that's under $20, under $10. That you can invest in. They can put your cash on crypto, people, because cash will not only be devaluated, right, which means it will be able to purchase less, but ultimately it's going to be totally destroyed. And banks will start issuing digital currencies, right? Go to cashoncrypto.com. I give all that information in my book for $35, right? For $35. So just know the difference between exchanges and physical platform, because a lot of people want to do a strategy called staking, right? So they have different wallets to do that. But I don't really suggest Robinhood because it's an exchange, meaning you can't ever actually own the cryptocurrencies. And Robinhood also wouldn't have a lot of the crypto or the altcoins for that you can invest in for, maybe pennies on the dollars. And so there are so many other coins in this, right? Like one coin that nobody's talking about is called, let me Google that because I don't want to mess up tonight. It's a decentralized coin that I haven't heard anyone discuss. But anyway, it's in my book. So you want to look at things that are decentralized, right? And you want to know the uncommon ones, right? And you want to have, I'm not doing that. I mean, a lot of people might do that coin, but I'm not. That Doge coin, if I do, I might put $100 in there and just see what it does, but I'm not riding it. I don't really see any utility in it. I'm not against it, but it's just so many other credible altcoins that you can do. I mean, that coin has been under a cent for how many years? And it first started out as a joke, and it just has a dog riding the rocket ship. I don't know what utility, what purpose, but I did see some type of report on Dogecoin. But this is what I tell people all the time. Do your own research and invest in financial education. Do your own due diligence. A lot of times following the crowd will be wrong, and there's a lot of things that you can learn if you would just take time to invest to read a book sometimes than to just throw your money and to lose thousands, right? From Hattiesburg or watching from Germany. Hello, okay. Thank you so much, Jarvis, watching for Germany. Rick says he got a 2-bedroom house for, $14,000. That's a great deal. Crypto airdrops got you out of a stinky situation this year. Yes, decentralized swapping. So get up on your decentralized biometrics. My ebook discussed all of that, right? biometrics, and decentralization and cryptocurrency. That's exactly where we're heading. And again, hopefully I can have my guest on here who's a crypto millionaire, and preferably by this week, right? And get him in. His expertise is higher, and and again, I'm just going to be honest. I got into crypto when I started researching the halving with Bitcoin last year. For me, it was late, but my reason or logic for wanting to study it was from a credit perspective. And then I end up loving and falling in love with and seeing where the crypto and digital currency was headed from a bigger perspective than just credit and how fintech and credit would be affected, right? There's cryptocurrencies right now that if you have enough in quantity, that you can use or leverage to get credit, right? You have Bitcoin cashback reward, credit cards, right, to get rewards, cashback in Bitcoin or Ethereum or other altcoins, right? So cryptocurrency, people, push your cash. Again, it puts your cash on crypto. So $35 again, go to www.cashoncrypto.com and invest in that Queen of Crypto report. Also, I also talk about silver. I have a silver stacking report on my website, right? A silver stacking report on my website. Silver will be a great thing to have in your financial portfolio, because silver as well as gold will be used to reset the currency system, right? And silver will be used for things as RFID chips as we are going into this new economy or head into this new economy. Tesla, batteries, electrical vehicles, refrigerators, catalytic converters, but mainly for this 5G technology, the physical silver will be needed. And another big thing for physical silver is also because of the solar energy. You do know that President Biden blocked the oil pipeline, right, that many of Americans are stating could have provided thousands of jobs. And I don't have my Queen of Coins report is still on my Fix My Credit and Cash website.com. But the Bitcoin, the Queen of learn about Bitcoin and other cryptos, the Queen of Crypto report is found on cashoncrypto.com, right? Now, this is the Queen of Coins silver stacking report. They're either $35 separate, or if you buy or purchase two, then they're $60 together. So you can save yourself $10 on there, right? $10 on that. So, hey, I'm logging off. You all have a great, great night. Probably will have some updates for you about the reform, right? About the reform, the meeting from the World Economic Reform on tomorrow. Also, if you're part of my home-based business, I've added you all because you're going to need tax protection as well. That's another asset. And you're going to be able, or you have to position yourself to make money from technology, right? Money from technology. So that's where the home-based business is very important in your financial portfolio. Also, 10 different ways to get paid, passive income, and daily pay. Daily pay will help keep recession away. Also, credit help, go to my website, fixmycreditandcash.com, get the consultation for $125, right? And Rick, this last question, if I have a home-based business, if you have homestead exemption on it, I really don't know what you're asking me about homestead exemption with the home-based business. Homestead exemption to my understanding is all in your mortgage and mortgage repayment. However, you can get tax deduction, the square footage of your home, percentage of your utilities for conducting business, cell phone bills, marketing expenses, vehicle depreciation, house depreciation or maintenance as well with the home-based business. All right, you all have a great night. I'm signing out. Queen of Credit out. Also in memory of Kobe Bryant, the great Kobe Bryant, aka Black Mama, on today as well. Praying for his family and his wife and remaining living children. So for their strength. You all have a great night. See you on the credit and cash flow side.